Okay, hey guys. So I just arrived at the hospital now. I am tired. I didn't sleep much yesterday, but we'll see how it goes. So today I actually wouldn't be able to show you much of the inside of the hospital. I can show you the tea room and should I go outside and that sort of thing. Obviously because of hospital protocols, we can't show anything that's in the hospital. But obviously at the end of it all, I will just explain to you what's going on and show you what I'm allowed to. So hope you guys are enjoying the video so long and you guys are having a good morning. It's my last day out of the 3 days that I was working. So I'm really excited that it's the last one, so I can really like have a nice sleep this weekend. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, so I just arrived in my ward right now. It's quite quiet, but anyway. So currently I'm in the tea room. Right now it's about 6:30 in the morning. I only need to go out of the tea room at like 22 when you do a handover. So I'm actually working at Groote Schuur Hospital, which is like a big hospital in Cape Town, South Africa. And I'm doing medical, or I'm in the medical ward. So medical ward is usually for patients that have got chronic illnesses. Like in my ward, there's a lot of renal issues, high blood pressure, diabetes, there's some delirium and that sort of thing. So pretty much it is a mixture of different illnesses, but most of them are chronic, and hence they stay here for a long time, and majority of them are actually immobile. So medical wards, they're exhausting. There's a lot of turnings that happen. It's a lot more hard work compared to surgical ward, which I prefer, but anyway, we're here to learn, and that's the whole point of it. So during this time while I'm waiting to go inside, I'll usually do a small prayer, a devotion, get myself ready mentally, because nursing is quite exhausting, especially on the mind. So obviously you have to get yourself in the right mindset so that you don't get fed up with a lot that happens in the ward. You don't get exhausted. You stay positive. You must always be nice to your patients and that sort of thing. So it all just starts with how you start your day. So currently I am reading, so currently I'm reading for Psalm 69 and Romans chapter 11. So right now I'm just doing a bit of notes, and then I'll usually have something to eat if I'm hungry, or just have some water, because it is quite hot. So you always need to make sure that you are hydrated, and there's not a lot of time for you to run back and forth to the tea room to drink water. So the time where you're in the tea room, you drink as much water as possible to literally cover up for the rest of the hours while you're in the ward. So right now let me carry on and continue with this, and then after that I'll go to handover, and I'll see you guys around 10 o'clock when I'm having my break. Bye. Other extra stuff, it's just web calls, disinfecting wipes that I just have from the ward that I like to carry with me. And then these are notes that I made from yesterday's shift. Those I can just put away no longer need them. Okay, so now I need to put on my N95 mask, so be right back. Okay, so I have my N95 mask now. I'm gonna go in the ward, so I will see you guys during lunch. Bye. Okay, so I'm quickly taking a pee break. I just wanted to update you guys on what's going on. You see, this is the reason why I don't like drinking a lot of water while I'm on shift, because then I have to end up running around going to the bathroom and stuff. But anyway, so this morning started off at a bit of a rocky start. The sisters were late, so the handover was delayed. Everything has just been delayed because the sisters were late. There were literally two people or two staff that were in the hospital, which was me and another staff nurse. So obviously we have to wait for the sister before we can do anything, because she's the one who's in charge of the ward. So after that, obviously things started going. We first have to wash the patients, change the linen, change nappies, turn people that can't move and that sort of thing. And then after that we start doing handover, where the sister tells us about each different patient, what's the plan for today, what is their treatment and that sort of thing. And then if there's any messages that need to be passed on, then we do that. And then after that we're given duties that we're in charge of that day. So today I'm in charge of doing theater cases, discharges, admissions, intake and output, and that sort of thing. So then after we do that whole meeting with the nursing staff, then we start writing down the morning handover of the patient. So pretty much we write a report of how the patients were during the night and how they are currently at that moment. Then during that time they'll start getting breakfast. So right now it's around 9 o'clock, so they are busy having breakfast while we're doing the writing, while we start taking the vital signs like blood pressure, temperature, doing their weight and that sort of thing. Also at this time we can start doing the checking the blood sugars for the diabetic patients and that sort of thing. And then also at 9 o'clock, that's when the first half of the nursing staff goes to tea. So I'm in the second shift, so I'm only going to be going to tea at 10. So this is my end of my pee break and my little chat with you. Let me go back inside and I'll see you guys hopefully during tea time or probably during lunch. Bye. Okay, so I'm actually on my way to the pharmacy now, and I've been getting a lot of these questions like, how is it working during COVID? Well, for me, luckily I'm not working in a COVID ward, so that was definitely a weight off my shoulder. I'm not as stressed about being physically in contact with them. Obviously we have patients that came in with the symptoms, but then they tested negative and now they're in our ward. Sorry, I literally have to keep stopping recording because people are passing. But I can only imagine how scary it must be for some of our students that are actually working directly with COVID patients. I've been looking at the messages that have been sent on the WhatsApp groups, and obviously people are stressed, there's lack of PPE and that sort of thing. So that has been scary, but I'm just hoping and praying everyone is doing their part to make sure that they don't catch it. But obviously it's unavoidable because we're going to be walking around the whole hospital, we're going to be interacting with patients, relatives and that sort of thing. So honestly it is unavoidable, so we all have to do our part to be safe. But obviously my heart goes to those that are actually on the front line and working directly with those, because I'm blessed I don't have to work with them. So definitely we have to count our blessings and just do our best. Oh my gosh, this mask is hot and I'm walking up the stairs. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys that update. Okay, so right now it's tea time. There really isn't much that happens during tea time. It's obviously you eat, and then there's a few discussions that happen in the tea room, but majority of the time we're just minding our own businesses or we are taking naps. I usually listen to YouTube videos or podcasts or read or just do general admin that I need to do with regards to school. It's just a time for me to just regain my energy and just recenter myself, to just think about what's going on in the world, what I need to do, what's the plan forward and that sort of thing. So it's just a time to take a break and just rethink of what's going on and what must happen, because there's a lot that happens during the day. Doctors moving around, dietitians, social workers and that sort of thing. So you do need that moment where you just breathe and think clearly. So hopefully you guys are having a good day thus far. I'm good, just tired, but yeah. Okay, so I'm going to the pharmacy again, but guys, I just witnessed the most gruesome NG tube insertion ever. So an NG tube is a nasogastric tube. So it's a tube that goes from your nose to your mouth, to your stomach, so that they can help you with feeding, because some patients can't swallow or they refuse to eat in general and they have to have some nutrients, so they'll put that tube in. So this patient is quite aggressive. So while we're trying to insert the whole thing, she's busy kicking, she's biting, she's scratching, she's doing everything. And then obviously trying to put it through your nose. For those of you that have done the COVID test, you know that the nose swab is really painful. So now we're trying to put this NG tube, and this patient is kicking and screaming, and we tried like almost 3 times putting it in, and it comes out of the mouth or it goes into the lungs. Obviously if it goes into the lungs, that's a big problem. So we're literally pulling it in and putting it out. Oh my gosh, I felt so bad for her, because it's such a painful procedure, but it also has to happen because the patient is not eating. Yo, that was gruesome. Yo guys. Okay, so right now it is 6:09. I'm actually preparing to go home now. So it has been quite a hectic day, but I'm glad I had it done. And it is my last day. I can have the weekend to rest because I'm honestly so exhausted. So today, honestly, it was so much fun. Like, I saw a lot of weird stuff. Like, I had to do this gruesome insertion of an NG tube. That was nasty, but you know, that's part of the learning process. And majority of today I was doing mostly, I guess you can call it grown up nursing stuff, because as a student they mostly treat you as I guess you can say the second hand type of thing, or they'll give you like, you know, simple jobs, turning off patients, washing and all of that jazz. So today, like, I was ordering medications, I was transporting patients, I was calling doctors and that sort of thing. So honestly, I had so much fun today. I felt all grown up, and you know, to experience how it's going to be when I'm a sister. So I'm totally excited about that. So now I think at 6:30 I'm gonna leave, and yeah, it's quite a long road trip, I guess you can say, to go home. But yeah, after that I'm gonna go home and sleep. I need the sleep. It's been the longest week ever. I know it's only been 3 days, but I am beyond exhausted. I'm finished after a whole year of not having placement, and all of a sudden doing 3 days in a row. It was a bit much, but I'm glad my day shifts are done for now, because for the next 2 weeks I'll be doing night shift at Peds. So next week there'll be a video with regards to that. It will be my first night shift, so I'm quite excited to see, you know, what will come up. Okay, so we are going home. We are going home. I am so excited that I'm going home. Like, I am so tired, like literally. And it's 6:24, which is the earliest I've actually ever gotten out of this hospital. So it's a good day. I was so excited. Okay. Ooh. And I didn't realize it was so windy inside, but pretty much what's gonna happen now is I need to take a taxi to town, and then from town I'll take a bus to go home. The whole trip will take about an hour, and then during this whole time I feel like listening to music. Sometimes I'll fall asleep. I mean, I'm tired, so it's bound to happen. And then another thing that I usually do is obviously read, listen to podcasts and that sort of thing. I feel like just would do anything that would take time and just entertain me, so that I'm not as bored. Yeah. Okay, so after I get home, obviously I need to undress and remove anything that might have the virus or just dirty in general. So usually I'll leave everything outside, and then I go take a shower, and then after I take a shower, then I need to wash my clothes with hot water. You can throw it in the washing machine, it literally does the same thing. then I put it outside to dry overnight, and then I sanitize everything that I need to use during the night. So that would usually be pens that I took with me, my phone, my earphones, my bus card, and that sort of thing. So things that I need to bring into the house that I would sanitize. Then I need to wash all my lunch boxes, and then I throw away any packaging that I used to carry that stuff. This is just to prevent taking any of the viruses inside. After that, I eat and then I sleep. That really is how the day goes. So hopefully you guys enjoyed watching and just going through the behind the scenes of how it is being a student nurse. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Next week I'll be going with you through night shift. It'll be my very first time doing night shift, so I'm really not sure what to expect, so you guys will be surprised as I'm also surprised. Thank you so much for watching this video. Until next week, bye. Wanna be